hydration breaks are turning the World Cup into a commercial timeout for. You know what absolutely drives me insane about the FIFA World Cup 2026? These endless hydration breaks. Now, before anyone starts screaming, but player safety, calm down. Nobody's arguing against players drinking water when it's 35 degrees and they're running 11 kilometers. Of course, they should hydrate. Nobody wants heat stroke. But can we please admit what this has become? Every match feels like it's got an advert break built right into the script. You're finally getting into the rhythm of the game. The intensity is building. One team is pressing. The crowd is roaring. Momentum is swinging. Then suddenly, hydration break. Everybody wanders over to the touchline. The coaches turn into NFL coordinators drawing up plays. TV producers cut to commercials. Sponsors get their logos everywhere. And the match that was flowing beautifully becomes a corporate pit stop. Football was always celebrated because it flowed. 45 uninterrupted minutes. No timeouts. No constant stoppages. No endless ad breaks like American sports. That was part of its identity. But now, a World Cup game can feel like it's trying to imitate basketball and American football. And here's the thing nobody wants to say. If the conditions are so brutally hot that every single game needs mandatory cooling breaks, then maybe, just maybe, the issue isn't with the players. Maybe the issue is with the scheduling. Why are we playing at times when the heat is unbearable? Why are fans sitting in baking stadiums? Why are broadcasters dictating kickoff times instead of common sense? Because let's be honest, if television networks had their way, they'd have players taking hydration breaks every 15 minutes so they could squeeze in another 3 commercials. And don't tell me this is some secret tradition. Hydration breaks weren't part of football culture for 100 years. World Cups were won in Mexico, Italy, France, Germany, South Africa, and Brazil without turning every half into a mini timeout convention. What's next? Official tactical timeouts? Coaches' challenges? 30-second sponsor segments? Today's hydration break brought to you by Coca-Cola. At some point, football stops being football and starts becoming content. And that's what annoys me the most. The game already has VAR interruptions. We've got 12 minutes of stoppage time. We've got referees waiting 3 minutes for offside checks. We've got substitutions taking forever. And now we are adding another interruption in the middle of each half. The World Cup should feel like a spectacle. Instead, some matches feel like a 3-hour meeting with occasional football attached. Again, players should absolutely have water. Nobody's arguing against that. But perhaps the answer is smarter scheduling, better stadium design, and common sense, not turning the most beautiful game into a sequence of mandatory commercial intermissions. Because football's greatest strength has always been its rhythm. And once you keep stopping the music, don't be surprised when people stop dancing. And if FIFA's answer to every problem is another break, maybe one day we'll need a hydration break just to recover from all the hydration breaks.